Hello friends, it's Kami, and today I'm going to be walking you through some tips about bullet journaling, and then at the end, or near the end, I'm also going to be setting up my bullet journal, so maybe you can set up yours along with me. We'll see. Hopefully it'll be fun. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. I really hope so. But to start, what is a bullet journal exactly? So Google says that bullet journaling is an analog system created by writer Carol, meant to track the past, the present, and plan for the future. I really use it to organize my daily tasks, to plan events, basically just to help me remember what day it is. So you've probably seen lots of pretty pictures of other bullet journals online with colors and themes and cursive fonts, and mine's not really like that. I took more of a minimalist approach. It doesn't look as pretty, but I think it works and I like it. So you may be like, what's the point of planning anything now, or journaling or bullet journaling anything? Especially when it feels like the world is crumbling around you. But it's important, while it's important to take things day by day, I also think it's important to have some structure. And I know I need a little bit of structure or else I will explode. But also take things day by day. So get yourself some markers and pens. I use Muji pens, 0.5 black ballpoint, the best pen you'll ever use. I also like to use mild liner highlighters because they're double-ended and don't bleed through the page. Get yourself a straight edge, some washi tape or Post-its. I use those to cover my mistakes. And you can get any type of notebook or sketchbook, literally any type. I use a Muji A5 blank notebook, but if you got extra sketchbooks, I got 20 lying around. This is a perfect way to reuse them. So let's take a look at some past bullet journals I had, because once you start bullet journaling, you'll basically get a setup that you really like and use well. From 2018, sophomore year. I don't remember sophomore year at all. I think it was a myth. But I started experimenting with a lot of spreads I saw on YouTube. In the front, I did one of those future planners and laid out each month. Never used that. Try to do some class tracker, habit trackers, never used that. So you'll see that in my newer bullet journal from this year, I found a setup that I really liked and was more space efficient. One other thing that did change is that my handwriting got worse. It looks like I'm writing so fast now. It looks like it's all slanted. It's like I'm running. It's like I'm running out of time. That's what my handwriting looks like. So I kind of got into a groove of a setup I liked. So basically what I did was every month I would start off with a nice monthly spread. I didn't really use it that much, so I'm going to take that into account next time. I set up, like this month, and upcoming goals on the side. Then for each week, I did a 2-page spread where I had a little today column for assignments and events due that day. On the left, I had a to-do list that I would check off. And I usually also had what I call a brain dump page, which is a blank page I put anything on. I took notes during meetings, planned stuff out, things like that. Some new things that I added since everything changed. I reduced the amount of space I had to write each day so I didn't feel overwhelmed to fill it with tasks. And then on the right side, I made a little column that I just used to document one thing I did every day, whether good, bad, just one thing so I can keep track of something. Like I just wrote down that I watered my plants on Wednesday the 29th. Lovely. Watering Wednesday, that's the best way to water your plants. I highly recommend. You will always remember. Thank you, Josh. So now I'm going to give you some tips about setting up your bullet journal during these specific world circumstances, things that can help. And I'm also going to start setting up my bullet journal for May because April came and went in 0.2 seconds. So maybe you can set up your bullet journal along with me. If you'd like, you can just watch. You can do whatever you would like. But tip number 1 is to reduce the amount of white space on each page so you don't feel overwhelmed to fill it with tasks. Like I said a little bit earlier, I'm the type of person where I will write down a whole bunch of things to do each day, probably too many things, and then I won't sleep until I finish all of the tasks, which is unhealthy, and I'm working on that. But especially now during these circumstances, it is very much okay to not have productive days, and you shouldn't feel like you have to overload each day and get a whole bunch of things done because you're at home. That's not the case. Essentially, we're in a state of constant grieving, and so much is going on. There's so much scary uncertainty. But just don't feel overwhelmed to save the world in a day. I say that if you're able to wake up and feed yourself and maybe shower, I think you're doing great. I think for the circumstances, or anytime, if you can do that every day, you're doing really great. So you should be proud. So what I'm doing right here now is I'm setting up a little monthly calendar, and I'm making it extra tiny. You saw before it was a full 2 pages, but now it's half of 1 page, because what do I have to plan? I do not have many things to plan. I just drew those lines very crooked. Wow, it's very bad. I'm sorry. I think I should be better at drawing lines as an architect, but obviously not. And if you make a mistake, if you try and fix it, it'll usually end up worse. So I'm just gonna leave it and just keep on going. So usually what other people do as this is basically the intro page to the month. I'm making this small calendar. You're also gonna see I'm gonna set some goals later. But here people put habit trackers, like they'll track the hours of sleep they get. They'll track the amount of water they're drinking throughout the month. So they'll come back to it every day and fill it in. So it depends on what you want to do. You can track books you're reading, movies you're watching, the amount of plants you have, do some meal planning and meal prep ideas. You can do whatever you like. And if you don't end up liking it or using it, then that's fine. Next month you set it up. You don't have to do that. So right now I am making sure that I don't number anything wrong, because I do that a lot. And I think I went overboard with the colors this month. Maybe I was overcompensating for something. If you know me, I don't usually use colors. I love brutalism, my favorite type of architecture. I like gray tones and concretes, and I really just went for it. It reminds me of sherbet colors. I don't really like it, so don't look too close at it. It happens. My next tip, number 2, is to set some small and manageable goals and tasks. Whether it's everyday or big monthly ones, I do both. And you can make them really small. Just the smallest thing is fine to set. Let me go. That's what I'm doing now. I'm setting up 2 columns. One are some things I want to do every day. Make sure I do every day or try to. Daily goals. And the other column is it would be really nice if. So a little bit more ambitious things I want to do. Let's see what I'm writing down. Also, if I don't complete my daily goals, there's no sense beating myself up because I didn't go for a walk that day. And I don't think you should beat yourself up over anything either. So I'm saying I want to move at least once a day in any way, bikes or walks. I'm also writing eat twice a day. See, like I said, small tasks, small things. Sometimes I forget, so that's a good thing to do. Learn something. Read a fun fact, maybe. Some graphic related fun learning things, because I would like to get better at that. Something like that. Also, I'm writing that I would like to go to bed by 1 a.m. every day. That would be nice. I still need some sort of a sleep schedule. That would be nice. And it would be nice if goal side, I'm saying that I want to get more comfortable using my Wacom tablet, the drawing tablet that I have. Want to take some Skillshare classes online that those YouTubers are always talking about. That free trial's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. It's 2 months. It's pretty nice. I also wrote down that I want to fix my portfolio because it could be much better. And now on this blank page side, I am making a space for my brain dump, or just a blank page for anything I want. Like I said earlier, maybe I'll plan out some meals when I go grocery shopping. It's a one and done type of deal. doing the text looks nice. It looks fun. It looks funky, fresh, and fun. As I move on from setting up the intro pages to setting up the weekly spreads, the third tip, like I said a little earlier, is to make space to write down one thing that happened each day. And nothing is too small. It could be something good, something happy. It can just be a statement. It can be something sad. It can be anything really. And I think I'm gonna actually keep up this habit like in my future bullet journal because I really like it. It's like a mini journaling because I don't journal otherwise. So it's nice to look back and see what happened on what day. So some things that I've written down recently in that gratitude thing, I wrote down on the 28th, I started fermenting some ginger beer. That's nice. It's almost done. It's going to be delicious. On the 14th, my geranium started blooming. And on some days, I didn't write anything. I didn't write any tasks. I didn't write nothing. Rough days happen, so it's fine. So now for this weekly spread, like I said before, reducing white space. So usually I spread my week out across these 2 pages, but now I'm condensing it all on to 1 page. Yeah. You know how sometimes when someone watches you do something, you forget how to do it? It looks like I forgot how to write and write in a straight line because this looks chaotic. But here I am, setting up the week, very nice and nice, keeping it nice and nice. Usually if you're smart, you do this smarter than me because I stopped doing this after this page. You can set up with pencil first and go over it. And I did not do that, which is why you'll see it gets progressively worse as I go on. So now what I'm doing after I set up the days is I'm taking one of the markers and designating a little space to write down that one daily thing each day. So that's nice. My 4th tip is to schedule small things to put into your bullet journal. It can be however small, from watering your plants on watering Wednesdays to scheduling a lunch FaceTime date with a friend. And scheduling those things makes a difference. It feels nice to have something to look forward to. So what I usually do with my events or planned things is that I highlight them. And as a tip, it's easier to highlight than write on top of it because then the highlighter won't smudge the ink and it looks nicer and cleaner. Now look, now I'm writing down Wednesday the 6th, watering my plants, writing it down in advance. See, it works. The setup works. Good to know. But again, what works for me won't necessarily work for you. So play around, have some fun. Maybe plan it out on another piece of paper first before you dive in to the actual notebook. That could also be helpful too. Now I'm just going on, gonna do the same thing 4 or 5 more times, however many times it takes to fill up the month. So that's very nice. There's a whole genre of YouTube videos that's just like stationary and note-taking. If you like watching those, maybe you like watching me set up this bullet journal. Oh, I recommend watching Evelyn from the Internet's video on bullet journaling. She's my favorite YouTuber. I love her very much. She always makes me smile. And to me, that's the only bullet journaling video you will ever need. Besides this one, maybe, but I'm not on the same level as her, so I will not say that. And look at that, we're almost done. Actually, I think I am done. We're done. I really like taking the time each month to set up the next month instead of doing it all at once. It's a nice ritual for me. I really like it. Maybe you'll like it too. Now a little bonus content. Maybe you're like, Kami, I have terrible handwriting and it looks very bad. You saw that I keep everything nice and simple, and I'm just gonna show you guys some fonts that maybe you can use to make things look a little spicier, you know, a little bit more clean. You know what I'm saying? So let's start. This is a nice header. When in doubt, just stick something in a box. add a little drop shadow. This is again why I like these mod liners. I got 2 ends. Double the fun. Look at that. Putting down some highlighter, outlining it. Looks great. Nice simple header. Another easy thing, write out a word with the highlighter first. Go back in with that pen. Give it a little accent. Accent the sides, a little drop shadow, maybe, if that's what it's called. Like, that could be nice. That's nice. This next one is an easy way to create block letters, because I find those hard to do. If you just write out the word first and go around and outline it, looks nice, looks good. Nice and easy. I'm no calligraphy artist, but you know, we still get the job done. I used to do this one in my older bullet journals, but it's when you overlay 2 texts. That's a little funky. It's nice. This is something else easy. It looks nice. You'll see me pause because I'm realizing I was writing always, and always has an S at the end, and I really hate drawing S's. So I didn't draw the S. I really was avoiding it, but I add some color. There we go, there's the S. I did it. I see this sort of thing on Pinterest a lot. I hate cursive. I don't like it. I don't think I drew that I correctly. I don't remember. I remember taking it in 3rd grade, and I never use it again. Not even sign my name. My name signature looks terrible. And now, a little chopping in 2. This one is a statement piece. It's a statement piece. A little hard to read sometimes, but you can make it work. And this last one is called Perhaps. Just put the text in a banner. They use that on Pinterest all the time. I always see it. And you also see that I did something ugly, so I covered it with Post-its, and then you can write on top of it, and that's how to fix your mistakes. And that's it. That's all you need to do. Set up your bullet journal. I hope you have fun doing it. I hope you continue to stay safe, you and your loved ones. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video and for putting up with me and my voice. And yeah, stay safe and have a nice rest of the day. Bye, guys.